Hey there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All, educational videos channel. Don't worry, we are not continuing with Scratch tutorials. This video today is going to be much shorter and general. It's going to be about me making Patreon page and what the idea is behind it. Let's go to my YouTube channel, and if you're following tutorials which I'm making, you know how to navigate this YouTube channel and videos. But if you click on last page about section down below, you can see two links, left and right. Left one is for my website, which is still in production and very low on content and not looking good at all in general so far, but as I said, it's only start. And on the right there is a Patreon link, so let's click on it. Let's see if it works. Cool, it works, and that's what I wanted to share with you today. It's my Patreon page where you can give some help in terms of subscribing and picking your I have chosen the simplest, the lowest Patreon kind of account, which means that you can pick your subscription and the money, the amount which you want to give for that Patreon. And I hope that makes sense, although it's still also in production and in development, but I think I will put some stuff on it fast. And whole idea is for me to combine it with this YouTube channel, which doesn't mean that I will stop making these tutorials. Quite opposite, I will finish all of the Scratch blocks explanations, all of the Scratch blocks tutorials, then make some complete Scratch games. But for example, these Scratch blocks and these simple videos which are relatively short, I don't I don't edit them or try to make them fancy or whatever. It's just go with the flow. I turned my OBS to screenshot them and go with the flow in Scratch or in whatever software which I will use. But and that's all cool and works for some of videos and for some smaller, shorter explanations and tutorials. But on this Patreon page, and idea for that is to show, as I have written here in my first Patreon post, idea here is that I could show some longer videos and real world game development in terms of how I make games, what games I make, and some of you beginners or intermediate and advanced users will probably see this more useful than this kind of approach. I don't know. I think both of them are good and needed for people who learn how to make something, to learn something new, and so on. But this one will be, as I said, this one will be more focused on real world and sharing some insight on it, and sharing some insight on my development workflow and pipeline, which will be very heavy and confusing to show here in terms of you will expect me to explain a lot of stuff before it, which I will do with these tutorials, but both of them cannot go at the same time and at the same pace. And that again doesn't mean, as I said, that doesn't mean I will not develop my YouTube channel. Quite opposite. and videos on this Patreon will be probably unlisted YouTube channel videos, which I will just embed here and so on. But it's just let's say just some kind of different approach, different aim, different focus. So I think I can pick best of it from both worlds, and you can also pick what you need and what you think is needed for you to improve. A long story short, again, my idea is to try to combine both of those, YouTube and Patreon, and even later, not so later, soon, probably soon, I will make some kind of premium tutorials for Udemy, for Gumroad and similar platforms where you can sell some of your premium tutorials, and I will also try to combine that in my production for a couple of reasons, but the simplest is that I want to dive into that pool of people there and to try to show them what I am doing and how I am teaching and sharing my experience and knowledge, and that way I will make them interested in my workflow. And if I make some money, cool. If I don't, again, that doesn't mean I will skip on this, or I will delete this, or I will leave this. Quite opposite. But if some money returns from Patreon or Udemy tutorials or whatever, I can speed up my development process for teaching for my games and so on, so I can share more knowledge. That's it, more or less. And again, just sharing what I have made available here for my supporters, my followers, and if you can help, great. If you cannot help, great. At least for now, try to post some feedback on comments so I can see what can I teach you about in next videos, or what do you find confusing, or what I lack of in my videos so far. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and hope I see you in next videos.